Welcome back to the F1 2025 season. It's the Brazilian Grand Prix reaction, joined by Ajax and Sagan. Hello.
Hi,
Finally back, right?
back at it. Yes, yeah, back at it. Very excited to be here.
Neat. What a Grand Prix we've had on overall weekend. Pretty unpredictable at times. Pretty dominated by one driver as well. But we had some very interesting storylines, and overall we'll go for our predictions as well, and we'll obviously talk about the championship and the things going forward as we head to the last part of the season. There should be Las Vegas this weekend, then it's the Qatar, so a double header, and then we're heading to Abu Dhabi, I believe, the week after. So a triple header to end off the season. Okay, Brazilian Grand Prix. Did you watch it live or?
I did watch it
Yes.
live. In America, it's actually really easy to watch F1
Yeah,
live.
yeah, I
So,
see. It probably was like a really convenient time for a Brazilian Grand Prix, right?
um, yeah, it was early in the morning. I had flown the entire day before, so I'd been
Mm.
up like 19, 20 hours the day before. And then I had to go to a dinner right at the end, but I didn't miss too much, luckily.
Yeah. Okay. We had the forecast, obviously, weather forecast for the entire weekend. We ended up with getting no rain for some reason, except that the rain that was outside of the sessions. Obviously, it rained between sessions, but never during the session.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, could have spiced things up for sure, but nonetheless, we got a pretty interesting weekend behind us. So I will say biggest surprise, Hamilton top three. Yeah, that wasn't one of the surprises, I would say. Like Brazil, it's always been very good for Lewis, but yeah, sometimes doesn't work out.
Well, he just hasn't got top three this season, right?
Yeah, yeah, and
Whilst everyone is cursed to.
it really looked like Ferrari was pretty bad this weekend as well. Up
Yeah.
until Leclerc somehow put it on the front row, or I think it was like P3 or qualifying, uh,
Yeah.
around that place. Just somehow absolutely incredible qualifying left from nowhere while Lewis was struggling. But yeah, no top three for Hamilton in the race, and no podium. He'll still have to wait. He has three more chances for a maiden podium in Ferrari, so he can continue his record of podium every single season. I believe he lost the win one in this Mercedes years towards the end, but still has the record for having a podium in every single season in F1, which is kind of crazy as well. Uh,
Yeah.
if you think about it, the drivers like Leclerc, Verstappen, Norris, Russell, all of those don't have that and will not have
I'm
that
pretty
because they
sure he
started.
has I'm pretty sure he's always got four or more podiums. So this is
Mhm.
no matter what, this is going to be
Yeah, the least
a
successful
new
season of his
season.
career,
Yeah.
which is kind of unfortunate according to the new team. But he still seems motivated. It still feels like there's more to happen in Ferrari. Still feels like it's the beginning of the project, and obviously all eyes on next year as Ferrari hopes to give its drivers a good package. Uh, they really deserve it, to be fair, after all the pain they've suffered this season. After expecting to fight for the constructors, at least, yeah, not great. Ferrari has had a very forgettable season, and yeah, but the next one for them, pretty much. I don't feel like they will do particularly well the next three rounds. Uh,
Yeah.
Maybe Vegas,
Yeah.
but that's who knows. Mercedes should be there, good there as well. Okay, Bortoleto top four. No, he actually had a very bad weekend for his standards. Obviously, he's a
Yeah.
midfield, but that crash in sprint, like, it was very random. I don't know what caused it exactly, but it seems like he just locked up his rears or something. Very heavy crash in terms of costs as well. Like it was like over 3 million in damage, which is a huge money for a team in the midfield
Yes, definitely.
with the budget sorry, cost cap as well. As they look over to switch to Audi next year. Okay, overperform Lewis. No, not really. For same reasons as the biggest surprise. Tsunoda as well. Very, very invisible this weekend. The only thing you could, the only time I remember seeing Yuki this weekend was when he got knocked out in Q1 alongside Max. Like that graphic of them both Red Bulls being knocked out. It was like the one time I saw Yuki in the entire weekend, probably that I remember. Uh, Very forgettable. I hoped he would bounce back, but it wasn't like that. Maybe it was actually. In sprint qualifying, he was pretty far off, but in normal qualifying, Max switched to Yuki's setup or something similar to that, and suddenly Yuki was much closer. But Max was out in Q1, so it didn't work out for either of them. Who would you give this to? Overperformer?
Oh, overperformer. Um, Antonelli.
Good chat.
Uh, Yeah, that feels about right.
Yes.
Um, I'm trying to think if anyone else deserves it. Uh, I'm trying to remember the race results, if I'm honest. No, I think Antonelli's a good shout. Behrman did well in both sessions,
Behrman.
didn't
Yep.
he? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That feels about right. I feel like
Yes.
I've hit the nail there.
Yep. And I would also add another pick, the third pick, our championship leader, who absolutely dominated this weekend. First in every single session, I believe, except
Yeah,
Q2,
that's
or
fair.
that was because Fernando Alonso somehow appeared there. But yeah, pretty much got everything except the fastest lap, but that's not worth points anymore, so it doesn't matter. He maximized his weekend, no mistakes, perfectly executed, while his teammates struggled. So just huge congrats to Lando. It looks like his title is his to lose right now. He has a huge lead over Piastri and an even bigger one over Max, who was very unfortunate during the weekend as well. So looks very, very good for Lando. I would say our performer of this weekend, obviously alongside Antonelli and Behrman. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think his yeah, he's put down the bar. We literally said someone has to put down the bar, right?
Yeah.
Uh, in these final five races, and he's doing so. It's pretty amazing to see. Um, I don't know what's happened to the Red Bull in the last two races. We'll go, actually, this is a good segue into the next one. Underperformer. It could have been a whole lot worse of a weekend for Red Bull, to be honest. They
Yes.
sort of pulled it out of the bag last second. With quite a good race strategy, I would say. I think they
Mm-hmm.
definitely upset the field with their race strategy, and some just incredible driving from Max, of course, with his car basically being
Yeah.
reinvented. Reinvented. That it's the perfect race to reinvent your car for, isn't it? Um,
Mm-hmm.
as we've seen from Hamilton in past seasons. So yeah, it was a pretty incredible comeback from him. But yeah, Lando is definitely just like stomping down his authority on this title.
Yes, indeed. Even though I believe that all the championship fight contenders could have, under certain circumstances, won this Grand Prix, but strategy, as you mentioned, with Red Bull, I feel like that was the biggest missed opportunity there because Max had a pretty sizable lead in terms of a gap to Lando and had relatively good tires as well. It's Max fighting for a title. You leave him there, in my opinion, fight for the win at all costs. You have nothing to lose. I absolutely didn't understand Red Bull's choice of pitting him. My dad, who's now a newly acquired Verstappen fan, was very, very upset with the strategy, but still a very good recovery to a podium from P17 or P16. It was a long way off,
Yeah, I think
pretty
he. I
much.
think he would. Yeah. Well, no, he started in the pit lane.
Oh,
Um,
actually, yeah, I mean, you're right, because,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it was pretty incredible. I think I think he would have probably come second at least
indeed, yeah, exactly.
if they didn't pit him. So I do think it was the wrong strategy call.
Well,
But I guess just don't take the risk.
he didn't get second, right?
No, he came third.
Yep. So he had lost. one place minimum, potentially a race win from a pit lane star. That's
Yeah,
what I'm trying to say.
yeah,
But
definitely.
yeah, I definitely know that underperformer as a performance from Max. That was a very that was an incredible drive from a pit lane to P3. Uh, yeah, just just regular Max performance. Nothing really to say there. Underperformance from a driver. Hulkenberg, no, he scored points, uh, while his teammate was struggling really. So I would say underperformer as a driver has to be Piastri, right?
I feel like we gave it him a lot though recently.
Uh,
That's the issue. But yeah,
uh,
probably
I
he
mean
probably deserves it.
the sprint crash that was completely on him. Like that was just him taking too much curve in those conditions. So there's a lot of water on track. Lando
Yeah, yeah.
brought some water over there. Anthony barely escaped it. Then the three drivers went over the water. Piastri got caught out and crashed it. Max was like right behind Piastri, I believe. He actually like I don't know if you saw the onboard, but or like the footage of Piastri's crash, but Max like almost had the exact same moment behind him, but kept it on track, and that's also the difference of
Yeah.
those two drivers, I would say. And obviously, there comes the race. I don't believe was entirely on Piastri. The entire incident with Anthony and Leclerc, with the safety car restart. I feel like that was more of a racing incident. Anthony really closed the door on Piastri, who already had his car there. Couldn't expect Piastri to just disappear. Uh, it was very unfortunate for Leclerc to pretty much just give everyone so much space and end up at the end. I think the only one out of the three to actually have some really bad consequences on this race. That being the DNF, alongside Lewis Hamilton, I believe DNF as well, because his
Yeah.
car was damaged from what was it? Actually, it's
It was
kind of
a crash with so Hamilton has a bad start, gets involved in a crash with Sites, which he got a penalty for. And then he crashes with I can't remember. I feel like it was like Bortoleto or someone, but yeah, I can't exactly remember.
yeah. Don't exactly remember that, but I believe it was his fault, the damage. So ended up being, yeah, just a very bad weekend for Ferrari overall. But yeah, underperformer Piastri is one of the chances you could say Bortoleto, perhaps Ocon even, because like Berman was destroying him the entire weekend. Uh, and yeah, no very young drivers I could think of, honestly. Either way, we don't get points, so we can move on, I guess. Perfect team. Not the Ferrari by any means, not the Red Bull. Same reasoning. Both teams struggled this weekend. As a team, specifically one team that did well, was there even a team like specifically one team who just did well this weekend with both sides of the garage?
Um, I don't know. Racing Bulls, probably. Mercedes, arguably.
Okay, Mercedes, yeah, they probably the show, but
I think I'd give it Racing Bulls though.
I mean, 3 weekends
Yeah.
ago, Mercedes were winning in Singapore, but
Yeah, and
I
they
know
did
what you mean.
come second and third. They did
Yeah,
come
yeah,
second and
yeah, yeah.
third as
Mercedes
well.
definitely
So,
takes it. I think about it. Yeah, the only team like which maximized their weekend, let's say.
yeah, especially because they have been bad recently,
Yeah,
apart from Singapore.
yeah. Moving over to the tragic team, uh, Ferrari. We double DNF in the main race. Very, very unfortunately with Leclerc, but the pace wasn't there. It was there only at times in Charles's car, but overall the weekend they started very very badly, very slowly. It didn't look good for Ferrari pretty much for the entirety of the weekend except Q3 from Charles, and he ended up crashing, being crashed into. Uh, yeah, from the other teams, I don't really know if there's other team you could argue for, right? Maybe Red Bull. I don't know. Okay. Yuki's never there.
I don't want to argue Red Bull. They
Mm,
ended up saving Max. I definitely would have argued Red Bull if they also had a bad race with
mm,
Max, but and the decision at the end was
mm.
maybe a bit sketchy, but the decision overall to reinvent his car and so on is good.
Yeah, they were saved it with the pit lane star and the car that produced
Yeah,
for the race main race. Like that was in terms of race pace, I believe he was like up there with Lando, probably one of the quickest
yeah, and
cars
I
in
think
race
he was
pace.
beyond Lando to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah,
Um,
arguably. Yeah. Also
and
the
let's be
puncture,
honest.
by the way.
Yeah,
Max had a puncture. I completely forgot to mention that. Like, how did he finish on the podium? Almost won the race with a puncture as well at the start. That's kind of crazy for the pit
it
lane.
was pretty
Yeah.
mental.
Yeah. Uh, from the midfield, like Aston did well, Sauber did well, Alpine had the gas lead there, Haas, Behrman obviously, Racing Bulls did well at times. There's not a team that you could argue for except Ferrari, right?
um, no, I don't think so. Yeah,
Okay.
well, I just think that it is clearly Ferrari, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the
Yeah.
big thing.
Clearly
Yeah,
Ferrari can agree on that. Okay, moving over to the sprint pole, which was Lando Norris sprint win as well, Lando Norris. So there's no points
yeah,
there. Uh, not doing that well, especially in the points department. Moving over to the qualifying, we had Lando Norris pole position, so get a point. Well done.
yes.
P2, Kimi Antonelli. Almost there with Leclerc. It was P3. P4, I believe, was was
Piastri.
Piastri. Piastri, right? P4
Yeah,
qualifying, main qualifying. So that's 2 points
yeah,
for you.
yeah.
And P5 was George Russell. So
No, P5
well,
was Hajar, wasn't
yeah,
it?
my bad. Hajar P5. Yeah, I just remembered. Russell went for
Which is funny because you
mediums.
have put Hajar in that position at least once in the last few races, I think. So
I think I did Mexico. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Maybe should have done it there, but you never know what's gonna happen this season with the midfield. It's like Ollie has gotten almost a podium last time, right? In Mexico. Yeah, you got 2 points to my 0 so far. Coming over to the race predictions, you had Lewis Hamilton win. Uh, yeah, no. I don't even have a joke for that. It's just
I went all out. Right,
yeah,
that's what.
you went fully.
If I have to claw back the loss that I am, I have to claw it back.
Indeed.
I
Okay.
have to go all out. Sorry.
Yeah,
I don't want to just like claw tiny points. There was 4 races left. There's 3 races left now. I have to go for big predictions. Just go all out on one single idea.
yes. And maybe it works out. You have 3 races left. Like it's gotta be at least one big point swing there. Still. P1 Max didn't win the race. Unfortunately for me, no points. But Lando won. P2, Antonelli P3, Russell, right? So no,
Yeah,
Max best was P3. Sorry, P2 Russell, P3 Max. Kimi was there at P4. So it wasn't a Mercedes 2-3. It was in the sprint, maybe.
no, yeah,
Was it?
in the sprint. Sorry, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Okay. And wait. P3, Max P4, P4 Antonelli
P4
P5.
was
Who was
Russell.
P5?
PS3.
Piastri.
P2 was Antonelli. P4 was Russell, and P5 was
Yeah.
PS3.
Okay. Thank you. I keep like, yeah.
It's all right. It was a while ago.
A little bit of a mix between the sprint and the main race results, and it was a while ago, as you said. Anyway, you're leading by 2 points after. Well, you're leading after 2 points after this part of the predictions. Actual prediction: we don't get any points because Hamilton didn't win. and Piastri didn't get any points on the championship rivals. Actually, he actually lost a lot of points to his championship rivals, and it's looking very, very bad for Piastri. This bad form continues. What's this extra prediction? I may just keep it for the rest of the season. I'm gonna get tired of creating new ones. And yeah, maybe it works out. Like, you just run a race and I'm doubly happy because I get points for extra prediction. And Piastri is back in the title fight, perhaps. You never know. You just keep it for the rest of the season. Okay. Okay. Which topics didn't we cover?
I don't think there was anything major we did.
Mm,
Do you think Piastri deserves blame for the crash?
no, I feel like it was a racing incident. Like Piastri,
Yes.
Piastri was already like alongside going to that corner, but he saw Anthony closing the door, so he braked more, which caused him to lock up. And unfortunately, Anthony just turned in. I feel like Piastri could have avoided it really without going off the track, perhaps, or something, because he was there. He had right to be there on the inside. I don't feel like he should have gotten a penalty, but yeah, at this point, that doesn't really matter because no. He would have gotten a P2, but the title fight isn't really alive at this point. So a P2 or a P5 is like, well, it's like 8 points, so it's not much of a difference there. Yeah, very unfortunate for Piastri, but he lost his season in different races. This isn't something season defining. It's already kind of lost after his stint ever since the Dutch Grand Prix. Okay.
I can agree with that.
Any final thoughts, comments, anything, chat on the Brazilian Grand Prix in 2025?
It was good. It was a good Grand Prix. That's what I'll give it.
Yes, enjoyed it. It's a good
I feel
track.
like maybe we seemed like this review, but it was so long ago from when we were recording this because I was on holiday.
Yeah.
That we're a bit like, but it was a really good Grand Prix. It was fun. It was a fun weekend overall.
It was indeed. Yeah. Always fun at Interlagos. Looking forward to next year already. 2026, hopefully,
Yeah.
better racing and so on. So, see you Interlagos in 2026.
Yeah, definitely. Very excited.
Okay.
Oh, peace.
Peace.